All right, guys, I am back, and I originally told you I wasn't going to do any recording of the putting the journal together, but I know we have some new people, so maybe this might help them. So I did bind one, and you haven't seen the other video yet of doing the other cover with the bottle caps. In that one, I'm gonna show you mistakes and remedies of kind of what happened over the weekend, kind of some of the challenges I faced. And those of you that are new won't know, but I show mistakes too. So hopefully my trials and error can help you avoid errors and have them be less time consuming and less costly. All right, so this is a book binder. For those of you that are new, if you plan to do quite a few journals, I suggest getting one of these. This one is from Crafty Cat USA. I will link her in the description box. And then I have decided to use just a couple of a kit by Susan Taylor Brown, which I will start listing that shop as well in the description box. And then I will remember to put Lorna's shop in there. I'm sorry, Lorna, I meant to do that in the last video where I used your stamps, and I'm sorry. I just get so busy, and you know what I usually do is I'm downloading these videos right before I go to bed, and then I just copy and paste previous ones into the description box on my way to work, and then on my first break, then I schedule them. So yeah, sorry ladies, I will do my best. That is a New Year's resolution that I have, is to remember to always link the shops. So always ask too, if I mention a shop and it's not linked below, always ask, and either the creator will put one in the comments, or I'll go back and add it so that you can see it. Yeah, so anyways, let's get back to this. So yes, if you love this craft and you want to do several journals a year, this puppy will save you time and energy and frustration. Not even kidding. So let me show you a couple of the features that Amy's have. This little canal right here, when you're putting your awl down in there, see how it gives you extra room right there for your awl, and then it does keep all your pages and everything together. So I love, love, love mine. So yeah, she sent that to me for Christmas a couple years ago. So thank you again, Amy. I love this one. I can't say enough how much I love this thing. And I have done so many journals now that I kind of just eyeball now. If you feel more comfortable with measuring before you put it in your cradle, then do that. Like I said, I've just done so many that I'm just to that point where I can. And I don't know that the camera will pick it up, but you can see my awl marks down in here, but it does not affect the product at all. And as you can tell, since I haven't made very many journals this year, it's a little dusty. But anyways, that does not affect its ability to what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my goodness, help you efficiently. Okay, and so I think I mentioned a couple videos ago that I do use this stuff on occasion. This is the baker's twine that you get at the dollar store. So yeah, I use it a lot, especially during the holidays. As you can tell, I still have the red out, and I did do a spot of shopping today. And I got my nails done today. It's Wednesday, and it is late tonight, but I will tell you that I am going into work late tomorrow because we have a lady that is out. And so what we do is pretty vital to running a second shift. So I'm gonna work second shift tomorrow. Actually, I'm going in a little bit early too for it, but yeah, it'll be fun. Like I said, I love my job, so I don't mind switching shifts with the crew. And I want to just say, for everybody to kind of understand what it is, it's basically a shift lead. Oh gosh. Okay, here I'm trying to show you what I do, and I didn't even like verbally tell you what I did. Okay, so after you have your, actually, let's just start over. And that way it'll help, because I know some creators don't show the binding, or they only show it occasionally. So yeah, about every probably 6 months, I'll show again how I bind my journals. Lots of different creators are going to bind several different ways. Some of them do a double loop through there. I have not found it necessary, but to each their own, because you have, as a creator, you have to feel like what you're sending out is secure. So yes, I know several different creators who bind a little bit differently. You will find your own style that you like, and that will work for you. And yeah, so that said, this is just the baker's twine. This is actually, I believe, it's not a quilting needle, but it's a blunt end needle with the smaller eye. I do have several that I used to use, and I don't know why I still have it in my bucket, because I get them confused. And here is a bigger eye. Okay. I don't like this one as much because it kind of makes the holes bigger. If you're using like yarn, I would say definitely use the bigger eye, because that will really help you. But yeah, so I don't cut mine off anymore. Like, I don't even measure it anymore. And I'll show you why in a minute. For me, it's a lot less waste. So I always start in the middle. On occasion, I'll have it end out here and do a bow, but that's very rare, so for me to do that. So I leave all of my clips in place, because that's what's gonna hold my papers and my cover together. Okay, so I start in the middle hole, and I go out, and then I go up through the top hole, and usually it's all lined up to where you're not fighting it. Okay, and then I pull that through, and then I go all the way down to the bottom hole, come through there, and I'm putting lace here, so that's okay. We're gonna cover up that binding a little bit, and that's perfectly fine. And then I go back through the middle hole, okay? There's my needle popping up there. Okay, now this next step is like the most important step in binding. Okay, so if you can see, both of my strings are on one side. We don't want that, okay? Before you remove your needle, you're going to take this and fish it over to the other side, okay? Like so. Now I remove the clips, because if you don't, then you're not gonna get your binding as tight, in my experience. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the needle here. And this part was the one we just brought up. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna lay that at the top. This is the one still attached, and I'm gonna lay that one to the bottom. Because when I pull, this was at the top part, right? When I pull, it's gonna pull the top tight. And since this came up from the bottom, when I pull it that direction, it's going to pull this string right here, okay? All right, so here we go. And we're gonna pull, but not rip our paper, okay? And then I always test before I tie it off. Yep, that's pretty tight. And then I give it one more little tug there. I still have my T crossing, okay? And this one, since it's a thinner, I'm gonna do 3 knots, okay? And they're just square knots. Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, and then I'll do my third one. And then I usually leave three inches or so. I'm gonna snip those off, and there, voila, you're done. Yeah, so that is literally all there is to the binding. And I think most people have the ability to slow this video down. So if you need to, watch it as many times as you need to. And yeah, so I'm gonna call this one a video. I know it's kind of short and sweet, but I definitely wanted you to see the binding of this one, because it would be easy to show you the binding on this one. And like I said, I'm putting lace right here, so we won't even see the blue on this side, but I thought it would be kind of cute to see the binding, the blue and the white on this side. Okay guys, that does it for today on this one, and I will be back really shortly with some more videos. Yeah, so we're in the home stretch, guys. I think the next one is going to be, we're going to be making ephemera, or not ephemera, I apologize, like decorations for our pages using laces, ribbons, that sort of thing. Okay guys, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.